There we go. Yeah, earlier StreamYard wasn't working, so made my smoothie and then came back. But I want to talk about my morning routine a little bit. Oh, hold on, I didn't do my intro. How we doing? It's Mailman Nick. How we doing? It's Mailman Nick. Follow me on Instagram at Nick Venti. If you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up. Don't shoot me like a tool 4B over here. And obviously, these are my own thoughts and opinions. I'll not speak on behalf of the Postal Service. Got that out of the way. I know most of my followers are probably at work right now. It's Thursday. I'm on my vacation, so I woke up and, I still do my morning routine. So I'll keep this on YouTube so, whoever's not in here can come back and watch it. But basically, I just want to talk about like when I wake up. So I wake up and I'll make my bed right away. I read somewhere where, actually I seen it online, but I saw it online where, if you make your bed, that's your first task of the day, you feel more accomplished. So, and also I like coming home to a nice made bed. So I'll make my bed first thing when I wake up. And then I usually make my breakfast, either omelets or like my smoothie. So with my smoothie, since, I walk a lot, my route is 15 miles, just my route. Plus, I usually have an overtime route. I'm usually doing 10-hour days minimum, so 15 miles plus whatever because even I'll usually do City 9. They'll give me usually City 9 or 8 or City 9 or 19 because I'm in the hills. My route's in the hills. I'm not in town, so they'll usually give me hills routes. And City 9, the first 2 hours is all walking except maybe like 10 minutes of mounted. And since I'm in the ProMaster, I have to walk that. So I'm constantly walking all day long. And so anyway, I'm constantly walking, so I need those calories. So I'll make this smoothie, which I just throw the kitchen sink in there. I'll usually add 3 or 4 bananas. I'll add honey. I love honey. I'll even just drink honey straight sometimes. I'll add honey, the frozen fruit, so I don't even need ice cubes. I'll have like mangoes, dragon fruit, and then coconut milk because it's more of like a tropical smoothie, and Greek yogurt and whatever else. I don't even measure. I just put like the more in there the better, because when I wake up in the morning, I want to make sure I'm good for when I hit the route. But it's my vacation right now, so I'm just drinking my smoothie, waking up, enjoying not having to stress going to the route. It looks like it's gonna rain today, so I'm glad I'm not delivering today. But if you guys have any questions, or if you guys want me to do a live stream, I'm going to see Anthony Jeselnik tonight. That's in Gary, Indiana, so I'll be out there. I might do another live stream before. Like I said, most of my viewers are working right now, so it's probably not the best time to do a live stream. I do these live streams to answer your guys' questions, but I'll probably do a live stream later, and I'm sure more people will be off work. What's going on, Patty? But yeah, I'll probably do a live stream later too, because most people are probably at work right now. I'm just enjoying, waking up, and I never get to sleep in. Even on my days off, like I'm usually off on Sundays. I work Monday through Saturday. I'm off Sunday. I'm usually I usually set my alarm for 7 anyway, because I got to get my stuff done. Because Monday through Saturday you're working, then Sunday, I got to clean the house. I got to go donate. He's being sent out to another office today. Back for us. But he's being sent out to another office today. I think it's 2 weeks in so far, and he's doing a good job so far. How about them Bulls? Yeah, the Bulls actually won. Kobe White is a beast. That guy, he could go off any game. And I was thinking about actually going to that game against the Hawks, but I'll see what, I'll see if they have any home games. I think they're playing the Heat next, right? Mailman Nick, great channel. I appreciate that. Italian flag. Are you from MRE's channel? I appreciate the support. That guy's awesome. Shout out to Mograts Exposed. He's always giving me shout outs. Tons of entertainment on his channel. His videos are hilarious, and he's a natural comedian. He's got to do stand up, but he's hilarious. Shout out to Mograts Exposed. But yeah, with the Bulls, I'm actually going to a Cubs game this week, so it'll be nice to. I haven't been to a Cubs game since they clinched to go to the World Series. I was at that game when they beat the Dodgers. I was with my dad. I was with all the Bona Beef guys. From anyone who's not from Illinois, Bona Beef is one of the best Italian beef sandwich place, the Bonavolonto family, and they were all there. And when the Cubs clinched to go to the World Series, everybody was in the streets partying, and we went down by the field, and I got a selfie with Contreras when he had the champagne goggles on. Awesome night, and I haven't been to a Cubs game since. That was like peak Cubs games, and after that, it was just I haven't gone to a game since. But going to the game this week, I can't wait. I got first row tickets, can't wait, and that's why I'm on the overtime list too, so I could afford experiences like that and have fun. On the clock right now, 2 more pieces. Just checking in. What's up, everyone? Appreciate the support. Make that money. I have my own channel. Love MRE. Yeah, he's the man. He's the man. Animal lover too. Great guy. Shout out to your channel, Vito the Pitbull. Oh, your Pitbull looks adorable. Is that it in your photo? Cute looking dog. Oh, word, the Cubs stadium is on my route. Oh, Wrigley Field's on your route? That's awesome. You get any perks being on that route? Like, do they give you any like Cubs memorabilia or anything like that? Because you haven't been to Wrigley Field since they clinched to go to the World Series. And then my dad went to the World Series in Cleveland. I didn't go. I watched it on TV with my brother. Still can't believe they won that. That team was awesome. A lot of fun to watch. But now the Sox suck. I'm not a Sox. I don't pick sides between Cubs and Sox. I'm a Chicago fan. I am on the South Side. I'm only 20 minutes from Guaranteed Rate Field. But I like the Cubs too. I root for Chicago, and even with that, I'm not a fan of WNBA, but that Reese, she's gonna be in Chicago. That's cool. That there'll be more eyes on our city, which is cool. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. I love dogs too, regardless of how most mail carriers feel about dogs. I love dogs. If any dog attacks me or anything like that, I 100% blame the owner. 100%. They should puppy-proof their house and be a responsible dog owner. If their dog attacks me, I do not blame the dog for doing what it is meant to do, is protect and be territorial. Man, traffic is hell during the games. I bet. I can't stand traffic on, my route's off Cicero. I can't stand Cicero. I can't imagine doing the traffic in the city, especially during games or something big happening in the city. I couldn't do that. I can't stand when there's so many cars and you're behind on time and the traffic's not letting you deliver, and you're just going crazy. About to leave the post office, going into sales. Yeah, some people will message me and say, "Oh, I wish it would have worked out with the post office." It's not for everybody. You got to do what you got to do. If you're a better salesman, fitness dad, maybe you're a personal trainer or something like that, that might be more your avenue to go down. Definitely. But at least you tried. At least you tried it. Didn't like it. Okay, now you got you know, you're doing something else. That's what you got to do in life. And it's all about trial and error. It's all about trial and error. You might like sales and be like, damn, why haven't I been doing this? So, but you still demand. I appreciate the support. Definitely appreciate the support. But that's what you got to do. Like if I worked at the post office, if I started the post office and I'm like, you know, this isn't for me, I would go back doing security. I'd be doing, you know, something else. I'd be trying to find something that, you know, I like doing and that would make me money. But, you know, the post office, I'm kind of comfortable now. So thoughts on you post 2013, making 200K less over your career than pre 2013 employees. Aren't they trying to get rid of that in the new contract? Making 200K less over your career than. Yeah, I think they're trying to get rid of that in the new contract. I really hope so. I saw somebody say, I try not to listen to rumors, but I follow those NALC pages on Facebook and stuff like that. And someone said they're trying to negotiate $29, $30 an hour. That there's no way that'll happen. It'll probably be a little less. I think they start high so they could, you know, have room to negotiate. So, you know, hopefully they get rid of that. Part is the traffic controllers won't let the mail trucks deliver their routes. That's crazy. You would think they would say, you know, come through because it's important. You know, people need their checks, people need their packages, and you know, that's crazy. I could never deliver in downtown. You know, I like being out in the suburbs. I can't stand driving in the city, let alone delivering. But I see ProMasters and stuff all the time. I see ProMasters and stuff all the time when I'm driving to the city, and you know, I can't. And I've talked to one. There was when I went to Roseland, which is not the best area. If you're from Illinois, it's not the best area. But I was talking to somebody, and they said, you know, I can't imagine delivering, you know, where I'm at. So it just depends. If you're comfortable in the city, you're going to be more, you know, you're going to enjoy it more. But I can never deliver downtown. Trying, they didn't get rid of it in 2016, 2019 contract. Yeah, that's what sucks. But like I said, that's why I'm not stressing over it, because, you know, a lot of these, like, a lot of people say, you know, hey, I want this to happen, but, you know, like you said, 2 contracts and it didn't happen. So I'm not stressing over it. I would like for it to happen. It's like praying for the best and expecting the worst, you know. We would rarely get over 40 hours. I got a family to support, need more bread. 100%. If I was only getting 40 hours, I would get another job or find another union job. But yeah, if you're only working 40 hours and if you can get by, obviously that's ideal. But you know, if you're only working 40 hours at the beginning of this job, it's definitely gonna be rough. I would get a second job. I'd be going back to security, delivering pizzas, or even trying to find a better union job. You know, 40 hours doesn't cut it when you're at the bottom of the pay scale. When you're only making $19, $22 an hour, it's not worth it. If I was working 40 hours right now, I would be, because that's happened where hours are starting to get cut and I'm like, shit, maybe do I have to get a second job? But then, you know, call-offs happen the following week and all of a sudden I'm back to 60, 65. So it all just, 40 hours is not worth it. I don't blame you, Fitness Dad. I do not blame you. Hold on one second. My driving test is tomorrow for CCA position. Any tips? Yeah, just listen to what they say. My brother took the test recently and he said, well, the one guy was kind of stressing him out, but for the most part, just pay attention. They don't want you to fail. They're putting all this money into you. They don't want you to fail. So the people who do have trouble, the most trouble they had was parallel parking, from what people message me. But just take everything slow, you know, slow it down, be grounded. And I practice this all the time because, you know, I got bad anxiety and stuff. So what I'll do is, you know, I'll put my both feet in the ground. I'll take a deep breath. I'll just, you know, center myself, ground myself. And it's really just common sense once you get behind it. It does feel like you're delivering in England or something, but it'll be fine. Just listen to what they say. they'll take you through the course, I think a few times with them, and then you'll be able to go by yourself and do the course by yourself for a little bit and get used to it, and then you'll hit the street and just take everything slow. Don't panic. There's so many people. You should see the type of people who work for the post office. Don't stress about it. You'll be fine, trust me. But just take everything, just listen, ask questions, and you'll be fine. Also heard we should get back pay. We'll see. Oh yeah, if we get a raise, we'll definitely get back pay, and that'll be a nice, nice chunk of change. Can't wait for that. Where's my packaging? It's been 2 months. Did you see that guy? That guy who I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. Russ follows me on Instagram, but some guy was saying, I took his package or something like that, and I looked at his page, and he has palm trees in his videos, and and it was from like some news station in Fort Myers, Florida. I'm from Illinois, so it was very weird. Some people just comment anything nowadays. Union labor, yeah, union jobs are the best jobs. When I was working at the grocery store, I was trying so hard to get in the painters union. I was like doing a lot of stuff for free. I was just trying to get into a union job, to get that union pay scale, to get those benefits. And my dad's a realtor too, so that would have worked out. If I was a painter, I would be able to, help him out and stuff. But, it didn't work out that way. Everything happens for a reason, I believe. And I was probably destined to be a mail carrier, and it happened that way. But union jobs, if you can, I always share them on my Facebook. Certain union jobs in Illinois will be hiring at certain times, and will only be taking a certain amount of people because they're very competitive. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys are looking for a job or need a good paying job, definitely look out for those union jobs because they train you. It's basically going to school, getting paid to go to school. That's what a CCA is. CCA is basically an apprenticeship to being a city carrier. You're learning on the job, and then you don't have your own route yet. But once you turn regular, this job is so worth it. I get all my paid holidays off. I get my NS day when I come in. I get time and a half, double pay after 8 hours. I get 3 weeks vacation right now. It's a really nice gig. I got my own route, even though it's in the hood. I got my own route. I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed. Curb your wheels. Yeah, 100%. It's funny because I still remember when I did my LLV driving during COVID, and the LLV was parked, and the guy was like, if the LLV is not parked up, if it's on a flat surface, what way do you curb your wheels? And the LLV was literally right there, and he's like, it's an open book test, making us feel stupid. But at the time, for me, I was really stressed because I was in debt and I really needed the money, and I was like, it has to be this or I'm screwed. Like, I was stressing hard. I just wanted to be good at this and make my money. So I was, but yeah, that's curb your wheels to the right. Lock your doors, 100%. Anytime you get out of that vehicle, lock your door and make it a habit, because I'll lock the door and test it to see if it's actually locked. Keep the windows cracked so nobody can reach in, and always wear your seatbelt. Yeah, always wear your seatbelt. Did you see the Joy committee hearing? Man looked nervous. Yeah, he was like stuttering and stuff, but there's a lot of heat going on with the post office right now with those delays. I was watching a clip. Westside Dave sent me a clip too the other day. But yeah, he was stressing, but you would be stressing too if Congress was grilling you like that. That Democrat from Georgia, I think he was grilling him pretty hard. Hey, Nick, do you struggle with migraines working as a carrier? You know what? When I was younger, I had really bad headaches. And I think a lot of that had to do with me not having enough water. I didn't drink a lot of water as a kid. Now that, I'm constantly drinking, every like 3 to 4 hours, I'll drink 1 bottle of water. That's kind of how because I'll have like 3 or 4 bottles of water I'll bring with me. So always stay hydrated, especially in the heat. we're about to hit summer. The weather's about to get hot. That's when people suffer from heat stroke. I think that was last year where the guy died from from heat exhaustion. So be mindful of that. Always drink water, stay hydrated, bring liquids. But yeah, sometimes all my migraines come from management. How long have you been a mail carrier? So I started, it's funny, when I was, during COVID 2021, I was a bouncer at a strip club. And honestly, I did like the job, but it had no benefits. It was in Chicago Heights. Shout out to 390. I'm still friends with, the owner and bartenders, waitresses and stuff. They closed in October because of COVID. They closed, and I'm like, I need something that's pandemic proof. I need to make sure my check, because I was in debt. I needed something that's pandemic proof that I'll be getting a check every week. So I looked on Indeed. This was October 2021. October 2020. I was looking on Indeed and I saw a bunch of CCA hiring or CCA job listings on Indeed. And I applied to like 13 locations. The one I actually got was Mailman, which is like an hour south. It's in the middle of nowhere. I was like, I just need a job. And I went to do fingerprints, and they said they would put me in an office closer to my house. So that's when I got to where I'm at now. And so I've been working here over 3 years now, and it feels like a lot longer than that because I work 6 days a week, 60 hours a week. So it feels like a lot longer than that because I put in my time. Yeah, I knew what you meant. But yeah, it's been over 3 years now. I made PTF career after 2 years, and then little after, it's been January of 2022, or no, January 2023, I made PTF career, and then that same year, last year in September, I made unassigned regular, and then this year, 2024, it was either February or I think it was the beginning of February, I was an assigned regular. I got my first route. So it's been a journey. I've been glad. I've been blessed. Usually it could take a lot longer to be a regular. Like in my brother's office, he only has 6 routes, 1 aux. He's going to be basically a PTF forever because a lot of the regulars are young. But I was lucky to be in an office where people transferred out, people retired, one regular quit. So everything, and then 1 carrier or 2 carriers got promoted to the city. Shout out to Takara and Shanetta. They're super cool. They used to be carriers. Now they're supervisors. So, I got really lucky that everything, moved along, and 3 years is not a bad timeline to be a regular. Not struggle, but do you get them sometimes because of how strenuous it is sometimes? Yeah, I was telling my brother, because I've been helping my brother out on the route, and I'm not physically with him, but I message him and call him and give him some advice. He's stressed out a lot, and I tell him, sometimes when you're on the route, it gets overwhelming. You just gotta take a deep breath. I'll literally take a deep breath, and I'm like, my chest was so tight. Why am I stressing so much? Sometimes, like I was talking about earlier in the live stream, sometimes you just gotta, take a deep breath, ground yourself, and just realize it's just mail. But yeah, there is some times where I'm stressed a little bit. Time is not on my side. I'm stressing that I'm behind on the route, or someone keeps leaving their dog out, and I know it's gonna come at me, so I'm just bracing for that and stuff like that. It does get a little stressful. Nick, hi sir, how's your vacation going? It's going really good. I'm on here on a live stream, waking up, enjoying my smoothie, and talking to you guys. So I'm enjoying it. I'm going to Anthony Jeselnik tonight. That'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully he has some good material. And then, I got the Cubs game this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll document document that for sure, those events. Max, this job could be very stressful. There's going to be days you will hate the shit, but always remember the day's going to end. You could go home and collapse. 100%. There's days where I'm like, I just want to go home, but you know, you're human. You're going to have those thoughts. If you don't have those thoughts, you're a robot. You're a robot. But you know, you just got to push through. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. If you got a lot of mail volume, if you got a lot of packages, you just, you know, slowly, you know, deliver and, you know, slowly go down, and eventually it'll be all good. So, and days, there'll be a day that I'm working 13 hours and then the next day it'll be an 8-hour day. Everybody shows up. So, you know, tough days don't last. Tough people do. Don't forget to hit the like button. 22 and you're only 7 likes. Appreciate that, Russ. Give me a thumbs up. Don't treat me like a 204B on my vacation. I just hit the like button. I appreciate the support, guys. I hate carrying plums. Are you talking about the red plums or actual plums? I used to carry plums when I was a produce manager. But yeah, red plums suck because there's some offices that don't carry them anymore, but you know, the people in my town would freak out if we don't have ad papers anymore. They love those ad papers. You know, I could just look them up online, but those ad papers keep us employed for sure. They give us work and some overtime. Is there a high turnover rate as a carrier? Yeah, there is. So I've had experiences where when I was a CCA and I was still doing Amazon Sundays, our sister office would come over here and deliver packages. And I remember there was one of their carriers who was new. She did her Amazon route. I loaded up her truck for her. She literally didn't do nothing. And I loaded up her truck. I'm like, if you need anything, let me know. And then I come back from my route and my supervisor's like, hey, you got to carry half that other route. And I'm like, oh, do I have to go out and help her? And she's like, no, it's over there in that truck. She brought it back and just quit. So, you know, there's, you know, some people, I don't know what they're thinking this job is, but, you know, this job is not for everybody, and it is stressful, and there are going to be days where it really does suck, but, you know, you get really good benefits and you get the overtime and stuff like that. But the turnover rate in my office is pretty high. We'll have somebody, one of our carriers said, you know, I don't learn CCA's names unless they've been here 6 months to a year, because they always quit. So they don't realize, you know, management's gonna be on them like crazy. They don't realize that, you know, you'll have to deliver in the rain. Out here in Illinois, the winter gets, you know, it could be -30 out. Realize, like, I deliver out in the hills, and, you know, if you're delivering in a bad area, you know, there's crime, there's dogs, there's, you know, stuff you got to look out for. So there's a lot of variables that some people don't do their research or don't come across my videos or JH's videos, or, you know, videos like that, you know, explain the job a little better, more in depth. Because, you know, if you just see your mail carrier putting mail in the box and they're just like, you know, you don't see what goes on behind the scenes. You don't see what goes on at the office, or you don't see them on the days when it's not 60 and sunny. So the turnover rate is pretty high. You plan on making a video after we get our new contract? 100%. But like I said in a previous video, I'm not stressing about it too much, because if I was stressing about that contract every day, I would drive myself nuts. Let the people who are negotiating and still, let them stress about it, because that's what they get paid for. They took that position to, you know, take that extra stress. So until that happens, I'm not stressing about it. But I know a lot of people are, because, you know, more money is exciting, and you know, it gets your attention. Plums suck when they add the third bundle and the advo is no address. You don't know how much to grab for each swing. Oh, I never had, for my office, I never had ad papers that weren't addressed. But the third bundle, I've had stuff that wasn't addressed. But my ad papers are always addressed, and, What I usually do when I'm in the office, I'll rubber band each relay so I can just grab and go. What's stressful about the job or route? For me, because it might be different for me from what other people get stressed out about. So what stresses me out about the job, I think number one is these unrealistic expectations on when to finish. Because for me, I experience so many different variables on the route. There's, like someone said earlier about the carrier who delivers in Wrigley Field. There's traffic. There's there's animal interferences. There's weather. There's customers stopping you, asking you questions. There's so many variables on the route, and it's easy to look at the computer and say, you need to be done by this time. But, when there's a certain amount of mail volume, when there's a certain amount of variables to be accounted for, that stuff stresses me out when they say, hey, you got to be off the clock by 6:30. And I know it'll probably take me at least 6:45, 7. And that stuff annoys me because they know I'm a good carrier. I'm not BSing on the route. I take my breaks and stuff like that, but I'm not just like, I don't have a cupcake route. I gotta literally walk every time to make sure I, don't fall too behind. So the unrealistic expectations of when to finish, I definitely can't stand that. What's stressful? What's another thing stressful about the job? Stress about the weather too. When I know it's gonna rain all day, I'm like, I know the mail is gonna get wet. I'm gonna get soaked. Stressing about how much laundry I'm gonna do later. But you just manage it. You're just like, I'll try not to think about it. I'll talk to my brother to, we could just bounce ideas off each other, or just think about the fun I'm gonna have when I get off work, and I try to occupy my mind with positive thoughts. Have you been attacked by any dogs? I haven't actually been bit by a dog, but there's one on my route, and it's tried to attack me twice. I made a video about it where it even bit a girl's arm, and I had to jump up in a tree. It's like it's bigger than a husky, and it's very aggressive. And these people always put it in front of their house where their mailbox is. And I really don't understand it, because I put those blue notes where it says, hey, be careful about your dog. Or one of my supervisors printed out a blue note that basically said, keep your dog away from the mailbox. And I put 2 in their box. They still do it. They know I come at the same time every day. And, the dogs try to attack me twice. Luckily, the first time it was on the leash, so I backed up away, like I was maneuvering it. I was like Floyd Mayweather until the leash got tight, and then it wasn't able to get me anymore. And the second time it wasn't on the leash, that's when I had to go in the tree. And I just anytime that dog is out, that whole cul-de-sac does not get mail. Even their neighbors. I do not. At this point in my career as a carrier, I do not risk getting bit by a dog. I cannot afford it. I do not want to put that dog or me in that position to where one of us is going to get hurt. I don't do it anymore. But I'm just super vigilant on the route. I'm looking left and right, especially in the hills where I deliver in the hood. I'm just like looking left and right just for anything. There's people who are drugged out who are walking near me. Like, you got to be vigilant. And I think that's helped me out a lot, because they'll tell you in academy too, if you're new, they'll tell you in academy, be on the lookout for certain things that indicate a dog is there, like seeing a leash or toys in the yard or dog poo. I have one house on my route. It's literally dog poo central, and I do not walk through the grass because there's so much dog poo. They don't pick it up. But I've been blessed. I haven't been seriously bit by any dogs as of yet. Weather, dogs, volume, walking, 100%. Thoughts on UFC 300? Crazy. That card was awesome. I've actually not watched a lot of UFC events lately, because a lot of it is like WWE. It's a lot of personas and stuff like that, and it's kind of corny. But That fight card was just pure MMA. I love it. I actually had Gaethje beating Holloway. That was my prediction, but I knew Holloway was a more technical fighter, but I thought Gaethje was going to hit him with those truck hands. You know, Khabib, Poirier said he was like the hardest hitter. He hits like a truck, and Holloway just, you know, Holloway is a savage, and Pereira also a savage. But that card was good from top to bottom, stacked. And me and my brother were like, that was an amazing card. It was awesome. So yeah, I love when a UFC fight card delivers, because I was like, UFC 300, that's going to be, you know, the card is stacked and it lived up to the hype. But one thing too, Bilal Muhammad he trains out here. He trains with my buddies on Sundays. Sometimes when I have time, I'll go over there. But Bilal Muhammad, he definitely deserves a title shot. And they're jerking him around. I don't like that. Hey, Nick, what's going on? Appreciate you guys, you know, tuning in on a Thursday morning. I'm enjoying my smoothie. What is the purpose of plums anyways? Yeah, honestly, they are weekly ads when I deliver. Well, the people depend on those sales to determine their weekly budget for food. Yeah, a lot of people, especially older people, they like having stuff in their hands. They like seeing it, even though you could look it up online. Nick, do you have an email address? I can't wait to tell you what happened in my office. I do, but it has my real name in it, like my full name. So I don't like to put it on here, but you can message me on Instagram at Nick Venti. I respond to all you guys' DMs. So if you have a question or something, you know, message me on Instagram. I'll definitely get back to you when I can. The plums I'm talking about are like flyers for grocery store chains. Yeah, those grocery ads, a lot of people, like I said, especially older people, they really need those ad papers because, you know, they look at the Aldi, they look at Jewel, they look at Waltz, they look at Pete's, all like the grocery stores, and see who has the sales, and they plan their days and stuff like that. So trust me, when I worked when I had the route on the senior community, on the senior home, when they didn't get their ad papers, they were pissed. So you know, they really care about those ad papers. You would be a great on-the-job instructor. Have you ever thought about doing that? I have, but you know, they haven't offered it to me. We have some really good and teachers like P. She teaches at the academy. She's a really good teacher. Anna, who helps me out still to this day. Anna's a good friend of mine. She's a really good teacher too. We got a lot of good teachers and instructors, and you know, they never asked me to do it. They never asked me to do it, but I would consider it for sure. I don't mind helping people. I tell people exactly what it is. Let me see what my brother said real quick. All right, I'll call my brother back. Oop. I know that's what I'm talking about, the red plums. People that leave their dogs out with no fence or short fences where the big dogs are just over really blow my mind. I really don't understand it. You know, it's not like it's like a one-time thing either. They'll always keep the dog. Yeah, they'll have like those little fences and the dog can easily jump them. It makes no sense. And then they see someone on their territory, like someone in a uniform, and then they'll just go crazy. It really is. My dog is 13 years old. I've had her since 2011, right? She hasn't even come close to biting somebody. You know why? Because I'm a responsible dog owner. Like people are just not responsible. I hate when plums come in because yesterday I had to carry plums along with lots of spurs where I had to walk while carrying a bucket, need another mail bag to carry everything. That's crazy. If you really have to do that, just do drop-offs. Just do drop-offs. I don't deliver if there is feces next to the mailbox. Yeah, me neither. I wouldn't go 10 with Max. I love the job and it's easy, but I believe we deserve a good raise. I think 13 years to max dollar is way too long. 100% agree with you. It should be more like, 6, 7 max. I get there's overtime, but not every office is OT. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I can't stand when my overtime is cut. When you're first starting out, you're gonna have to rely on overtime to make a decent paycheck because for me, I can't make less than 2 grand take home every 2 weeks. So it's like 1,000 a week. I can't make less than that, you know. So since I'm only at 23 an hour or whatever it is right now, I have to have that 60 hours a week. I need that penalty pay. I need that time and a half. I need to come in on my day off so I could get that time and a half all day. If I was at top pay, I probably wouldn't have to work as much. I probably still would because I need to, put myself a little more ahead, but I could get off the list if for, a quarter if I wanted to, and, use that time to, go to the doctor and do all this stuff that I need to be doing. But like that's what's happening with my brother right now. He's in a small office and he only works like 9 hours a day, so he's not working the hours I'm working. And the checks aren't as nice. The checks aren't as nice. And if you are going through that where your office isn't giving you enough hours, I would say, hey, send me out. Because that's what happened last year. Every summer I'd be, if the hours are not there, I'd be like, hey, is there any other office that need me? Tri-City, Blue Island, anybody, I'll go anywhere. And just ask to be sent out. If they see that you want the money, there's always offices, especially here in the Chicagoland, like Joliet, they're working like 14-hour days. I heard Naperville's bad too. There's plenty of offices that around here that need help, and I'll go anywhere. So let them know if you need more hours, just say, hey, send me out. Do whatever I gotta do. You were an inspiration throughout my hiring process, and your videos helped a lot. I work in a big office, and we were converted within a year. Thanks for your videos. Hey, congrats, and I appreciate the support. I appreciate it. What kind of dog do you have? I have a Shih Tzu, a Shih Tzu Poodle, smaller dog, but like I said, at the same time, I don't even, I take her for walks. Me and my brother take her for walks all the time where she's been near people and stuff. She hasn't come close to biting anybody, and that's and a lot of dog owners can't say that. They'll know their dog is like aggressive and still bring them around people. It's stupid. Angry Mailman, what's going on? Hi, Nick, all as well. Enjoy your day off, bro. Yeah, check out his channel too, Angry Mailman. He has his videos always hit my algorithm. Check out his channel. How many pounds of mail are you usually carrying at a time? I don't know if it's pounds, but per relay, I usually have like a handful. Like when they told me to come in on my NS day this week for my vacation, the mail, I had to break it up 2 or 3 times with rubber bands. So it was pretty heavy, but for the most part, I'll usually have, well, I carry mail in my left hand. So I usually have around a handful of letters. I'll have my flats in my arm, which is my magazines and my, misthrow letters and stuff like that. And then I'll have some packages in my bag. So it's not like we're just walking without any, because I walk all day. I do not even drive. I've been in the ProMaster for the last 2 years. So we're not just walking without carrying anything. I'm carrying heavy packages in my bag. I got mail with me. So we're carrying a lot. We're carrying a lot. Not all people should have pets. Makes me sad. My pit bull has never been close to biting anyone either. Yeah, I appreciate you being a responsible dog owner. I wish more people would like that. You enjoying being on your new route? Yes and no, because being in the hood, the mail volume is a lot less. My package volume is spectacular, but at the same time, it's a route where it's super light. It's very hard to finish early. There's corners on it. you know, I'm far away from my office, which is a negative. I would prefer to be in town so I could be at least 5 minutes, even 10 minutes from the office. But right now I'm like 20 minutes from the office. When we have to go back for packages, I have to go to our branch. You know, I like the volume and the route isn't too bad, even though it's long, but I'd rather be in town. So, you know, but like they say, being a regular on the worst route is better than being a PTF on the best route. Nick, it's difficult to do a drop off when it's a walking route. Yeah, it is, but sometimes your parking point or sometimes the packages are on the way to the parking point. So if I'm driving past those houses, I'm dropping them off on the way to the parking point. That way I'm not backtracking. My office is usually 50 plus hours every week. I just like 2 days off a week. Yeah, definitely. You know, 2 days off a week is so like, it does a lot. Having 1 day off a week, you have 1 day and then boom, you got to work another 6 days. Or, you know, I would love to have the perfect schedule for me would be off Sunday and another day off during the week, and then working like 11-hour days, 10, 11-hour days minimum for the 5 days. That would be ideal. What's going on, Oscar? How you been? Eclipse, you could flip the. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, Oscar. I just got your DM. Eclipse, you could flip the relay and start from the drop-off spot. Eclipse. Oh, you're responding to someone named. Oh, okay. You could flip the relay and start from that drop-off spot. Yeah, good tip. So you think you should have to work more than 40 to survive? Yeah. When you first start, 100%. If you're a regular at top pay, you could. Being a regular at top pay is a lot. You basically make the same amount of top pay as a regular working 40 hours as I do right now as a regular at the bottom working 60 hours. You basically make the same amount of money. So when you start, you kind of have to rely on the overtime. And you know, someone told me, you know, you can't live off the overtime, or you can't rely on the overtime. And I'm like, in this economy, you got to do whatever you got to do to get ahead. You know, the house, it's very hard to get a house nowadays that like prices are through the roof. I'm very thankful I'm where I'm at right now, but I have to make a certain amount of money to pay for my mortgage and still have, you know, extra money to, you know, go to Anthony Jeselnik tonight, go to the Cubs game, you know, go out to my cheap meal Sundays, take girls out and, you know, do nice things, have fun, you know, that all requires money. And, you know, you just got to do what you got to do to get it. I even donate plasma on Sundays and, you know, and on an 8-hour day when I get an 8-hour day. But yeah, you have to, when you first start this job, I don't know where you're at. Some states are worse. Like if you're in California, good luck, God bless you. But, you know, it's a lot harder in a state like California than if you're in like Iowa or something like that. But for this job, you have to rely on overtime in the beginning. Get a job, you bum. Yeah. What's going on, Jay? Shout out to JH. Check out his channel. Good guy. Did you use my picture for your intro, Jay? I didn't see it. Did you see my case, how bad it was? My case is so bad on Tuesday. That's why they called me in. Is it easy to transfer offices if there's openings in another office? Once you're PTF, I think it's 18 months. Somebody could correct me in the chat. You have to get both postmasters to agree, and or you could do like a mutual swap, which I see in a lot of those USPS groups. They're like, hey, is there another carrier trying to transfer to Florida or whatever? So, but if you're just new, the best thing to do is to just resign and reapply to that office if you don't even have that much time in. The problem is the dimwits missequence the plums out of order on the route. I can't stand that when someone breaks up the route for me and it's all out of order. My 6th day was yesterday. I was so dead walking 12 miles. Yeah, that's how it is. Like on your 6th day, you're just, oh, I can't wait for my day off. Can't wait for my day off. I know this might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think JH can handle being a mail carrier. He 100% could. Definitely unpopular opinion. Nick's on suicide watch due to his limited 97 hours per week. Oh man, 97. Yeah, that's not cutting it, Jay. I'd be in the corner in fetal position, crying. How much do you get for plasma? So plasma, it's nice because I don't really have time to go to the doctor. So what's nice about plasma is you have to meet a certain qualifications. Like obviously with your blood work, you can't have like HIV or anything like that, like anything serious. But they also check your vitals, your iron level, your protein, your blood pressure. You know, they check all that stuff, and it's almost like a health checkup. But how much I get paid for the first visit, it's 50, and then the second visit is 65. So that's all cash. So that's like over $100 a week in cash. That's grocery money. So it's definitely worth it. You are correct, Max. Jay, my man. Yeah, shout out to JH. Check out his channel. He knows everything. I'm only trying to follow in his footsteps. I've only moved furniture for 17 years after driving 10 hours through 4 states. Yeah, JH has definitely put in his time. Getting my first haircut in 2 years soon, getting the buzz. It's too hot with all this hair. 100%. I used to grow my hair out, but you know, it just got in the way, and I shave it every other day usually. Sometimes you know, every 2 to 3 days I just shave it. And you know, I like not having to spend money on the barber to get the fade and stuff like that. What up? Yeah, he's a good guy. I talk to him all the time, Jay. How painful was your tattoo? It hurts just looking at your neck. Yeah, it was painful. If anybody says their neck tattoo didn't hurt, they're lying, unless it's some sort of like little butterfly. Like I say, I don't use numbing cream. It feels like a knife on your neck. So is it worth it? Yeah, definitely. I love my neck tattoo. This one's still healing. It's starting to peel now. I love it, but it was painful. I'm not one of those tough guys. Oh, it didn't hurt. Like, get the fuck out of here. How long does it take to donate plasma? I'm usually in there, so it depends what time of day you go. Like sometimes if I go at like 4 or 5 o'clock at night, my brother keeps calling me. He's probably like, why aren't you answering? I'll call you back. I'll end this live stream in a sec. I'm sure he needs help. But donating plasma, I'm usually in there like in and out in an hour. You know, if I have an 8-hour day, I'll shoot over there. But it's definitely worth it. I'm just kidding, Jam. I so much all your videos. I know you're a grinder. I was just trying to make Nick laugh. Yeah, it's not hard to make me laugh. I laugh at everything. No, you're paving your own way, Nick, doing your thug dizzle. Appreciate that, Jay. High and tight. All the CCAs who have come after me have quit after their first day. Yeah, some CCAs are just like, F this, and they leave like on their first day. I'm like, didn't even give the job a chance. There's too much walking. Like, bro, what do you think your mailman does? Yeah, I have people all the time messaging me like, I didn't know I was gonna walk 10, 12 miles. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, just do a quick Google search. It'll be the first thing. You walk, you drive, you do apartments. You know, you're not just driving all day and in the truck. You have to be here like 20, 30 years to get those routes. It's weird. Nick gets tattoos on his neck to cover the pain of being limited to 15 hours a day. I need the pain of management cutting my hours is way worse. Nick, how do CCAs woo the babes? How many chicks have flirted with you? How many females are attracted to CCAs? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? You know, you just show them, you know, your USPS ID and they'll drop. Trust me. All good, Max. I don't take nothing personal. Still family. Yeah, we're all family. It's all positive. Who's this? Who's this? Yeah, I'm off today. I'm on vacation, Mom. I'm on vacation. I'm thought I'd do a live stream, and you know, I got Anthony Jeselnik tonight, and then tomorrow going to the Cubs game, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Nick, DeJoy has passed the rule of 36 hours a week starting Monday. How does this make you feel? Hold on one second, Jay. Oh man, I would go cry. I would cry. 36 hours a week, I would have to get a second job. And that's just what I would do. You know, sometimes when I was younger, it was very, like, sometimes it would be hard for me to control my emotions. I would get mad easily and stuff like that. But, you know, as I get older, I realize, okay, this is something like 30, if that were the case, 36 hours a week. Okay, now what's the solution to that problem? There's a problem, try to solve it. Just ground myself. What's the best course of action? 36 hours a week. I want to get at least 20 more hours. Okay, that's a part-time job. Let me, you know, hit up Aurelio's. Let me go donate pizzas. Let me see if, you know, the strip club will hire me back to be security or another club. But honestly, I would go back to them just because they know me and they would probably take my help for sure, especially on the weekend. But yeah, I just see a problem. What's the best course of action? And then, you know, take that and, you know, because complaining about it isn't gonna make it go away. It's not gonna make it better. Just find a solution and, you know, go from there. Hold on, Nick's mom. Yeah, Madre. Shout out to Nick's mom. Nick has the best attitude and work ethic. Lord, kid, you're blessed. Yeah, it's just, you know, when I was younger, I really didn't have anything. Honestly, I felt like depressed. I didn't have anything to really look forward to or do. And, you know, once I flipped my mindset, and it all came from when my buddy brought me to fighting. Because when Tom brought me to UFC gym and I started competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments, pro grappling events, MMA fights, that really like flipped my mindset, being around positive people and having something to live for. And also my years of studying successful people. Like I was telling my tattoo artist, I'm like, hey, did you see that interview with Vic Blends and Tom Brady? And just listening to them think and how they say stuff and what their mindset is. I love listening to people like that because I apply it to my life. Like Tom Brady, he's saying, oh, people doubted him and stuff. Regardless how you feel about Tom Brady, I didn't like him when he was a football player because he was always good, whatever. I was a hater. But, you know, I like listening to successful people like that because I take their mindset and apply it to my own life. Like Kobe Bryant was one of my favorite athletes of all time. Just like studying his mindset and stuff is really, you know, it's helped benefit my life too. On Instagram after clocking off work. I tagged you on Instagram after clocking off work. Oh, is that yeah, did I share your story? If I shared it, I know who it is. You might have a different Instagram name than YouTube name. As a PES, I'm feeling at 36 hours now. Yeah, if you're only working 36 hours and you want more, do something part-time. Like delivering pizzas is the easiest money and you can get cash tips. Like that's what I would do. Or working security, I can make, you know, cash and stuff like that. That's what I would do. Just have a problem and find a solution, because complaining and all this stuff is not gonna you know, help in any way. I forgot, does EAS position pay just a 5% increase or the base pay for the EASA position? I'm not sure. PSC Cool thing, they let me cross jobs and work the dock 5 hours. That's good. That's very good that they're giving you more hours. Yes, you share my story, Nick. Same username as YouTube. Oh, okay. I just don't remember the username, but I think you tagged me in a lot of your stories, so I know. I remember. As a PSC, you can ask if any other offices in your group. Yeah, same thing with being a carrier. Any office in your district has to be sent out if you need hours. How are you liking the health insurance you got? Honestly, I haven't used it yet. I need to find a primary doctor because I'm only free on Sundays, so I have to figure that out. I need to find a doctor. Just jumped on what's the 36 hours. Oh, it's just a joke. J8 was joking that if I only had 36 hours, your live stream while everyone is working hard. Yeah, Russ, that's right. Like you called me twice. You're probably like, what the hell? I was like, hopefully he sees on YouTube that I'm streaming. I'm not ignoring you. Well, I am ignoring you. I am ignoring you, but I'll call you back. Trust me, I'm going to end this soon. It's been over an hour, but I will end it soon and I will call you back. I've just had to answer these questions. Shout out to my brother. This is my brother, Russ. And he's a CCA now. He made his first video. Check out his channel. 37 people in here. Shout out to Russ. And I'm about to help him. He got sent out to another office today. So he's helped out 3 offices in 2 weeks. I was joking about the 36 hours, just messing with Nick. Yeah, JH likes doing that. Hey, Russ in the house. Nice to meet you. I'm Russ. Yeah, we went. I told him that yesterday that one of my followers that I talked to has the same name as my brother. What are the medical insurance premiums? You know what? I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I haven't used any of my health insurance yet. Anna actually picked it out for me, so I really don't know too much about the medical insurance yet. If anybody in the chat does, definitely comment, because once I use my health insurance, I'll definitely make a video about it. But I've only used like my VSP for my glasses. Literally, I spent my bill was $700. I only had to pay $20 for these new frames and lenses, and all the tests and stuff like that. What up, Twin Venti? Yeah, shout out to my brother Russ. Check out, he made a video, his first video about his experience. So good luck with that interview. Good luck. You plan to do more live streams? You know, if enough people ask, because, you know, I stopped doing them for a while because when I'm doing live streams, it's harder because in real life, I really don't speak with the filter. So I have to really like think about what I'm saying, because, you know, I could say something I didn't mean to say. So that's why I'm like, these live streams, I'll say something. I'm like, fuck, why'd I say that? You know, so I'll, you know, I'll try to make more, and I'll try to control my mouth a little bit. Do CCAs ever work just 5 days a week, or is it more often always 6 days? Yeah, even my brother, who's in a 6-route office, 1 aux route, he's working 6 days a week. He's not working, he's working 8, he works like 9-hour days. So even in a small office like that, if you're a CCA, it's best to assume you're gonna be working 6 days a week. Are you sad that the Bears traded Fields and are gonna draft Caleb Williams? Honestly, I like Fields, but you know, if this Caleb Williams guy turns out to be decent, even though the Bears would probably ruin him, knowing the Bears, I'm excited. Hopefully we get a good quarterback that the city can get behind, and I'm definitely going to go to a game. Definitely. Me and my brother, like, we're going to a game. I can't wait for the Bears season. And my brother has a rotating Sunday off, so we're definitely going to the first Sunday game that he's off. No DPS today, easy money, nice to meet you all. Yeah, this is my brother Russ. He no DPS today, and that we've been having the same issue. Our DPS has been coming late, and you know, it's very annoying when our it affects our job, like when stuff isn't there on time, because now we gotta like, have an audible type deal. Med insurance premiums vary. Yeah, if anybody would know, it'd be JH would know that. It would be on your pay stub. Okay, let me I'll look at that I'll look at my e-payroll when I get off this video, and do you follow me on Instagram? I'll message you on Instagram, or I'll just make a private video, or I'll just make a video for a YouTube short. There's over 100 companies with different tiers. I have mid-grade, just me, $130 per pay period. Yeah, mine's not that much. Mine, I think it's like 70 something. I have to double check. Looking at all those deductions on my paycheck just makes me sick, to be honest. What health insurance did you get? Blue Cross Blue Shield. It wasn't the union insurance. It was either the Blue Cross Blue Shield or the union insurance. I was going back and forth, but my friend Anna told me to get the Blue Cross Blue Shield. Oh yeah, my wallet's right here. Yeah. So Blue Cross Blue Shield. So that's insurance card. Basic option. Deductible $0. Out of pocket maximum individuals $6,500 in network. But yeah, I'm a healthy person, so I didn't. I'm not concerned about going to the doctor too much yet, but I do need to start going and get a checkup. Would rather be a regular or a utility? Regular all day long. You get guaranteed hours, you get holidays off, holiday pay, all the benefits. Being a regular is top tier. Average between 25 to 45 copay-ish. Thanks, Jay. Thank you, Jay. If you have a family, get the highest premium health insurance. Someone's always sick, you'll meet the deductible in no time. I pay like 90 cents for 3 months of meds and $20 copay. Thanks, Russ. And this is why I do these live streams too. I got people more knowledgeable than me chiming in. I appreciate it. Nick, I'm not a fan of the dynamic delivery system they set up on Sundays. Yeah, the dynamic delivery, sometimes it'll have you, your GPS, the GPS will take you like way out of your way or take you to another address. It's, I don't like it either. Thanks, JH. Yeah, shout out to JH. Also, what's next for Holloway and Gaethje? Gaethje really had everything to lose in that fight. He was the #1 contender. He was probably going to get next, but since getting KO'd like that, he's going to have to really work his way back. $20 to $40 copay. And then Holloway's going to fight Ilia Topuria. I love Ilia Topuria. The dude's a badass. That'll be a nice fight. That'll be a sick fight. Hey, Nick, do you miss being a CCA PTF at all? I do sometimes, just because of the chaos. Being a reg gets boring. Yes and no, because when I was a CCA, or when I was a PTF, I was on 18, and that route's a lot in a nicer area than the area I'm in now. But I do not miss the non-paid holidays and being treated like, well, I'm still treated kind of the same, but I miss it and I don't. I'm glad to be a regular. Wow, same here in California. What's up, Nick, lead clerk from California? Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support. My personal bi-weekly for self is about $84. Yeah, that's around what mine is. I think it's 70, 80 something. I have to double check. Blue Cross Blue Shield Federal. Let me use that insurance real quick. Bring your aspirin to the doctor office and stop giving money away. I love being PTF. I get a regular 40 hours, but it's 6 days, but I can work all the overtime I want. That's a good position to be in. Good position to be in. Health insurance is way too difficult to figure out. Yeah, that's why I had my friend Anna. She knows all that stuff, and she picked mine out for me. But I haven't used it since I had it. I haven't been to the doctor. I've been to like the Minute Clinic and stuff when I had certain issues, but nothing crazy. DPS comes late due to button pressers not working the line, delaying dispatch. Oh, is that how it is? Because it's almost surprising when the DPS is here on time nowadays. I'm making a new intro. Anyone want to email me pics? You got to put my picture in there, Jay. I got to go back in the office. Y'all be safe, be blessed. Yeah, I'm about to get going too. It's been over an hour. If you guys want to see more live streams, comment below. Make sure you give a like to this video. You know, I'm going to be on vacation the rest of the week. When I do have time, like this morning, I really had nothing planned this morning. I could do these live streams and stuff like that. So, you know, whatever you guys want to see, comment below, like, subscribe. I'll leave this video on YouTube so you guys could rewatch if you missed it. Have a great day, Jay. Yeah, have a good day, Jay. Yes, I'll put you in, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. Yeah, it's cloudy out today. Luckily, my plans are inside. So thank you guys all for watching. And I got to call my brother. I'll see you guys soon.